Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It is Friday evening and I realized I hadn't done a video in quite a while. And I am here in my basement playroom, catch-all room. It's kind of gray behind me. Up here I have pictures of my kiddos. I love this wall. My husband is currently trying to get the children down to sleep. So if you hear screaming or shouting or Kellen stomped on my head, that would be completely normal, and that's okay. I normally film on my computer, but I'm not going up there. Gonna let Matt handle that one. The reason why there's a delay is because, as everyone knows, the great COVID-19 coronavirus has canceled school. My school would have been on spring break anyway this week and next week, but we went out early. Rowan's last day of school last week, or the week previous, sorry, was Tuesday. And Kellen, the preschools here in Putnam County, New York, were shut down and then reopened again for Thursday, Friday, and they're still open. But I didn't send him in on that Thursday, Friday, or this Thursday, Friday, because I right now we're like in this closed loop as far as germs and things, and I felt like trying to send him in midweek for those 2 days just wasn't going to be in my best interest, because right now it's like I kind of know exactly where everyone's been, and I've got tabs on anybody, and I really need to not have the extra germs and things. So today was I've got 3 TCs left. Today was that beginning of the third of the end for me, and it's super exciting. I've got a little bit of an allergy thing. It's not a cold. My arch nemesis from the beginning. It's definitely allergy related. As soon as it gets a little warm, it hits. And the Claritin that I take for bone pain really doesn't really help with my allergy stuff. Normally before cancer, BC cancer, I took Zyrtec, which helped, but I can't take Zyrtec and Claritin, and they know that Claritin definitely works for the bone pain. Anywho, so my counts were good to go for chemo. As most of you know, I'm being treated at Dubin Breast Center at Mount Sinai in New York City, and everything is like pretty much on lockdown. As soon as you enter, you're asked, where you've been, blah blah blah, asking about fevers and everything else. The front entrance that we go in now, we used to go in a side door that would be directly that feeds directly into the infusion center, and that's been shut down now. You have to go through the main doors, and Dubin shares right next to where a lot of the what is wrong with me? The not neonatal, but maternity ward. Oh dear Lord. And it's getting to the point now where even family members can't go up and see new babies. I had heard that there was also an issue sometimes also with dads not being able to go up, and that really stinks. I keep touching my face. I know, don't touch your face. I did literally just wash my hands 5 minutes ago, though, and I can see that there's like not a sparkle, whatever. Who gets glitter on their eyes? Apparently me. The boys must have gotten into it. Anyway. So all is good in the hood. I am, at this point now, really at the tail end, and it is awesome now to start having conversations about planning about next steps, which will be for my surgery. But first I need to have the MRI. So next week I'll have an MRI on Friday, the same day that I have chemo. It's going to be a long day, but at least that's going to be done. And then the week after I will have my final chemo, and also stop touching your face, and stuff. And meeting with Dr. Port, who is my breast surgeon, an amazing breast surgeon, super great, and just knows so much. Her book really helped me when I was first diagnosed, sort of just process where I was and what to wonder about, what to think about, and helped me dispel a lot of the old beliefs that have been held about cancer, breast cancer specifically. She's fantastic. So anyway, so I'm meeting with her to decide what the plan for surgery was going to be. I had an ultrasound 3 months ago. It looked like the only thing that was left in my breast was an 8 millimeter. We don't know if it's live cancer, if it's just dead tissue. The MRI is going to give more information. Again, we will not know if it's really cancer that's left or if it's just dead tissue until the actual surgery. But it'll be then determined if it'll be a lumpectomy or a mastectomy, and we're pretty confident. I spoke, my oncologist came down to check me out today, And we feel really confident that it should just be a lumpectomy along with an axillary, node dissection. They'll take out a couple nodes, test those, see if they cancer. If they are, they'll take out more. And if it gets to a point where it's, there's cancer there, then they'll just take them all. And then the game plan, then, if there is still residual cancer, then I would have to have more chemotherapy, either in the form of a pill or something else. But we will cross that bridge when we come to it, and my hope is that we will not be crossing that bridge, because I'm still really, really hoping for a complete pathological response and to not have any evidence of disease. But we will see. Other than that, everything seems to be moving forward. It's just we're all living in these really weird, unknown times. My husband got the word today that he's been working from home this week. He works for a nonprofit up in Poughkeepsie, nonprofit special education school. And he got the email and a call today that they were all being furloughed. So we're now down a paycheck. And that should be really, should make for some interesting conversations. And that's okay, because at least it wasn't a complete job loss. And whenever his kids go back, then he will have a job again, and that will be good. But as we know, we have no idea when they're going to go back. I was in on a Zoom call with my colleagues and administration today, and we just need to do what's best for the health of all of us and for the health of our children. And it might be a while, and that's okay. I think that the biggest thing that this is teaching us is to have gratitude, to be happy in what we have, but to also recognize how important our relationships are with our family members and the people that you were on lockdown with in your house. And that there's going to be a lot of moments of being upset, and it's okay. We just need to figure out this new normal. So that's it on my end. I really hope that you are all doing well and staying healthy as you possibly can. And just make sure that every day that you have some time for yourself just to try and quiet your mind and quiet your thinking, and just not about just being positive, but being in the moment and being mindful and just remembering that we will all get through this. And it could always be worse, right? It could always be worse. Just try to have something every day that makes you laugh and makes you feel love. And so that's that. See you soon. And that's all on my end. Ciao.